Good Monday evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas weather on Monday, December the 15th, 2025. Taking a quick look here at your evening weather blog. In this video vlog, we are going to go over the warming trend that we're expected to see through this week and some rain chances with the 6-day forecast. We'll talk about that and what's going on towards this weekend. We may have some rain chances. Right now, we're going to keep them out of the forecast. We'll see, though, with that and a warmer end of 2025. Could we continue to see warmer temperatures through Christmas and through the beginning of or through the end of 2025? Looks like a good possibility. We'll take a look at all that here in just a moment here at your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Just want to say we are back with the video vlogs. I do apologize. Been dealing with a cold this past weekend in the last half of last week. That's what kept us from doing these video vlogs, but we're back. Have a great rest of your Monday. Starting off by taking a look at what we reached today for our forecasted highs. We did warm up a little warmer than what we originally had forecasted this morning, made some adjustments to it during the afternoon or mid-afternoon update or midday update. And temperatures warmed up to 49 degrees in Mena with DeQueen reaching 46, Arkadelphia at 45, Mount Ida didn't record temperatures today, 47 in Hot Springs, 48 in Camden, 49 in Texarkana, and 47 in El Dorado. Wind chills made it just feel a little cooler out there. Stayed on the sunny side of things, didn't have any cloud cover. Gonna stay mostly clear tonight, but we will have an increase in cloud cover on your day on Tuesday. Taking a look at Monday night's forecasted lows, we're going to get down tonight into the upper 20s and lower 30s across the region, maybe even a few mid 20s over there near Sheridan, Arkadelphia, and Camden and El Dorado, but we're going to continue the warming trend slowly as we go forward. Forecasted highs on Tuesday, our first look at forecasted highs, going to range from the mid 50s across the region, 53 in Mena, into the mid to upper 50s down there near Bradley, Texarkana, really around that mid 50 mark at this current time. Increasing cloud cover with some chances of rain late Tuesday night with a south wind of around 5 miles per hour. We'll talk more about those rain chances here in just a few moments. Taking a look at the 6-day forecast, you can see as we go throughout this upcoming week, we got some small rain chances in store. Not a whole lot to talk about in terms of rainfall, though. Just a little bit of rainfall with some small cold fronts and systems moving through. But we continue a warming trend throughout this week. Highs on Tuesday going to be around 60 degrees into the upper 50s and, really the low 50s into the 60s. Overnight lows around 40 with a 20% chance of rain late in the evening and overnight Tuesday with some cloudy or increasing cloud cover through the day on Tuesday. Mostly cloudy on Wednesday, still a 20% chance of rain with highs in the lower 60s and overnight lows in the lower 50s. Once again, gonna have a few upper 50s there as well with that on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, 30% chance some rain showers with some sun possible, or some sun possible. Not expecting a whole lot there, but some rain showers. 30% chance of rain with highs around 70 degrees. Your eyes are not deceiving you there. And overnight lows in the 30s potentially there on Thursday. Mostly sunny skies on Friday with highs around 60 degrees and overnight lows in the 40s there as well. Then as we go into this weekend, some highs in the 70s potentially and overnight lows in the 50s and 40s with some mostly cloudy skies. Some small chances of rain there Saturday and possibly Sunday. There's still some question marks about those rain chances possibly Saturday and Sunday. We'll keep an eye on it and we'll update you as we get closer to that, but that's 6-day forecast. As you can see, we are on a warming trend. Some small cold fronts come through, but they're nothing like what we have just experienced this past weekend. As Arkansas saying is in winter, you start the week off in one season, you end it in another, and that's where we could be heading. What a warming trend that we could have and be on as we go throughout this week. So as always, just continue to keep an eye out on your 6-day forecast. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit more about those rain chances. Taking a look at what future radar could possibly look like as we go forward here. This is the HRRR model. This is overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. You can see this is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mostly dry throughout the day tomorrow, but as we head into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, you can kind of start to see the chances of rainfall showing up there on the radar, and really more so as we go into the overnight time frame. There's small rain chances, but possibly increasing there overnight into your day on Thursday, along with that cold front that's coming through, and that's something that we're going to keep a close eye on there as we go forward throughout that time frame. You can see some small rain chances, maybe a very small chance at a thunderstorm or two. I think that's highest over southeast Arkansas, but you can see there's some rain chances as we go into this second half of this week. Very small rain chances, and they should be moving out of the region by that Thursday evening, and we should clear up some there for the second half of for the end of the week and into the weekend there across the region. But taking a look at some more data here that kind of continues to show that moving off out of the region. You can see here this the GFS going to get a little more on the sloppy side of things here, or well, I say sloppy, but more wobbly type, just because this goes a little further out. But as you can see here, going into the weekend and Friday, not a whole lot. Maybe some more rain chances over the weekend with, just some of those weak cold fronts coming through. But as we said, not a whole lot is expected there. Kind of just a brief overview of potentially what next week could look like. Maybe some small rain chances, possibly. But like we said, very, very small there in terms of those rain chances through this time frame. And if we take a look at what potential rainfall totals through this can be, like we just showed you a minute ago, not expecting a whole lot. I mean, you're talking very little amounts. This is just one model here, and it's just showing you maybe this may be overdoing it with a half an inch to 2/10 to 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. I think we're going to be closer to 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rain throughout this event. Just some small weak cold fronts that are going to continue to move through the region, but like we said, they're not going to make much of a big difference in a whole lot of ways, and we'll talk more about that as we go throughout this week with those rain chances. There could be some small rain chances tomorrow evening into tomorrow night, but overall, not expecting a whole lot. Those rain chances continue into the middle of the week, but overall, just not expecting a whole lot of rain on the higher side, maybe half an inch, but on the very more likely side of things, 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rainfall look like a good possibility across the region. Taking a look at the overall pattern for the next few days here, we don't have a whole lot to talk about. We do have a few cold fronts that are going to be on their way, but they're not going to be really big cold air makers like we've seen here the past few days. But this is the 500 millibar level heights. This is our wind, and just a good little idea for our upper level pattern and what could be going on above the surface. 500 millibars, remember, is 18,000 feet up. Here is Arkansas. You can see we've kind of been under the influence of that northwest flow, or that northerly flow, and under the influence of a little bit of some ridging here. But if you look off over the Four Corners region, our next little system gonna start to make its way towards us, and I mean start to. Very weak little upper level trough may try to make its way into the region by Tuesday, Wednesday night. That's going to help us with some small rain chances, and overall not expecting a whole lot though as we go into Wednesday or into this weekend. In the second half of this week, you can see a little bit more of an interesting pattern above us there, but for the most part, we have some small cold fronts. That'll help us with some small cold fronts, but we don't see a whole lot above us. Into this weekend, that flow pretty much flattens out, goes from west to east over us, and pretty much just continues to stay that way even as we go into Christmas. And this is the pattern that if you are a warm air fan, you would want to see to end off December. This is right before Christmas. You have some ridging down here, a ridge of high pressure over the Gulf, and what this is going to lead to is dry and probably warmer conditions. That looks like a good possibility through the rest of the year. Maybe some changes near the end of it, but really just continuing onward with some drier conditions there. According to the GFS European model, shows a very similar story. You can see there some movement there, some very weak trough moves into the region, into that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, bringing us some small rain chances. Same thing towards the end of this week. That flow flattens out, and then we go back towards that ridging as we go towards the second to end off or Christmas and to end off this year. We'll see what happens. A couple or another week and a half away from 2 Sundays from now. We'll see what happens with that, but overall, not expecting a whole lot in the near future with this. Taking a look at some our Climate Prediction Center outlooks here. Not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, you can see the next 6-10 days. Look at this down here. Above average, above normal temperatures are expected. And you can see it gets darker or dark red colored, so that's around 90% chance of above normal temperatures. And hey, all this means is it could be a degree above normal for this time of year, and that is above average. So we could have a few days in there where we may get a little cooler, but for the most part, though, we are going to be on the warm side of things. This is the 6-10 day Climate Prediction Center outlook. These update every day. And you can see as we go into the next 8-14 days, it does not look like it gets any cooler. Definitely think the white Christmas chances are in the 0% range. Not going to say negative because you can never say never, but if you look at this, the 6-10 day precipitation outlook also shows you very dry conditions. Look like a good possibility, but at the same time, the Weather Prediction Center outlook for the next 7 days does show this has backed it off some, but maybe just some rainfall, a tenth to an inch or more. Maybe a possibility, like we said, though, that those rain chances aren't really big rain chances. They're going to be very light and nothing to worry about in terms of that. Just enough to keep the ground wet and hopefully keep the dust down in terms of Christmas. And we'll continue to watch that for the most part. Don't see any signs of any major event. Now, this would be the time with that above normal chances the above average chance of some temperatures being warmer this time of year. If you could get some systems to move in the right way, you'd be talking about severe weather. But right now, to end off 2025, looking like we're going to end it off on the warmer side of things, maybe a drier side of things as well, other than some rain chances here and there. Well, that'll bring us to the end of today's evening weather blog. Have a great rest of your Monday. As always, we want to say big thanks to our sponsors, Patterson's Credit Union, Southern Dumpster Rental, Landmark Insurance Agency, Palmer's Roofing, Janus Auto Supply, Bumper to Bumper. As always, we are blessed to work with some great companies down here in Southwest Arkansas. If you would like to join them, if you own a business, feel free to shoot us a message and get have an opportunity to get your business in front of 1 million people. We have packages to fit every type of business, big or small, with the average 1 million views and 100,000 reach per 28 days or per month. Come join a growing community as we continue to be a source of weather information for Southwest Arkansas. And we also got many great things in the works with our camera network, partnering with HazCams, with other sponsorship opportunities there as well. So just a little plug there. Make sure to check us out over on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and here on YouTube. And if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button. This is what helps keep the page free to all of you, and we are very blessed to work with some great companies down here. Just enough of that. Have a great rest of your Monday. Thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather.